Hello guys, welcome to my another video. I'll be going over some SHST questions with you. So first question I have here is, in the figure below, O is the center of the circle and OBCD is a square, where OA is equal to AB, meaning the circle at point A cuts this side of the square OB in half. So if the area of the square is 64, meaning side square is 64, that means the side is 8. So if you cut that side at 8 in half, is 4 and 4. That means the radius of the circle is 4. So what is the area of the circle? So since we know the radius, then what's the formula for a circle? Finding area of a circle? You guys should know this. It's pi r squared. So then if it's pi r squared, we substitute 4 for r and we get 16 pi as my answer. If you look here, 16 pi, answer C. C is your correct answer. Okay. All right. Next question. We move and we go to, for I is equal to square root of -1. What is the sum of 7 plus 3i plus -8 plus 9i? All right. So this looks like not a hard question, okay? You write it down. 7 plus 3i plus -8 plus 9i. Right, the parentheses don't matter. So 3i and 9i makes it 12i. 7 minus 8 is -1 plus 12i. Hey, -1 plus 12i. A is my correct answer, okay? Alright. Next, question number 3. On Saturday afternoon, Herman sent M text messages each hour for 5 hours, and Tyrone sent P text messages each hour for 4 hours. Which of the following represents the total number of messages sent by Armand and Tyrone on Saturday afternoon? Alright, so you gotta add the number of messages sent by Armand and Tyrone. Alright, so M text messages each hour for 5 hours, and Tyrone sent P text messages each hour for 4 hours. So 4p plus 5m. C should be the answer. Alright? Alright, next question. X squared y minus 3y squared plus 5xy squared minus x squared y plus 3xy squared minus 3y squared. This is only is equivalent to the expression above. So after you simplify this expression, right, you should get the answer number C, letter C. Alright? How to do it? I will show you right now. You have x squared y minus 3y squared plus 5xy squared minus parentheses minus x squared y plus 3xy squared minus 3y squared. Okay. So this is my apple here, and apple here, orange, watermelon. Who likes watermelon? And watermelon. Okay. So this minus sign is going to get distributed to here. This plus sign is going to get minus, right? It's going to become minus. So 5 minus 3xy squared, the watermelon will become 2xy squared. Okay. Negative 3y squared with the distributed negative sign is going to become positive, so that's going to become positive 3y squared with negative 3y squared is going to become 0, plus this x squared y, negative x squared y, with the distributed negative sign is going to become positive x squared y, right? It's positive, positive. I'll add those two. So 2x squared y. All right. So the answer is 2x squared y plus 2xy squared. All right. So that should give you C as the answer. This is solving equations. You have two equations and two variables, x and y. I'm talking about question number 5. What is the solution? X comma y. So what is the value of x and y1 after you solve this equation? All right. So for these, we will be doing, well, that's called system of equation. The topic. Two y minus x negative. Okay. First thing first, I rather write the x underneath x and the y underneath y. So I should erase these 2y and negative x, and I should write these here. Plus 2y and then negative x. Alright. Now I must multiply this bottom equation by 2, the whole equation, so that this 2 becomes 4. So then I get 4y and 4y. So I think then I can subtract this equation, the bottom equation, from the top, and the 4 and the 4 will go away. So for that, I'll multiply the entire bottom equation by 2. So then I'll have 3x plus 4y equal negative 23. And the bottom equations will be negative 2x plus 4y is equal to negative 19 times 2 is 18, 38, right? Negative 38. Okay. And so now I subtract from the top equation. So negative distributed, so that becomes positive. 3 plus 2 is 5x is equal to negative, positive becomes negative, and then positive 4 and negative 4 becomes 0. So that's out of the way. Negative 23, negative 38, so the negative distributed is positive 38. So that means 7 plus 8, you get 15. Right, I did 7 plus 8. The thing, guys, is that I have from 30 to 38, I have 8. And from 23 to 30 is 7. So I added those two together to get the difference. Not something I want you guys to do. That's what I do when I do math. Not something I expect from other people to do. So now I divide by 5. X will be equal to 3. What's my y? Well, let's substitute. 3 times 3 is 9. So subtract 9, and then you just solve for y and plug it into the one of the equation here. So this is 9, so I'll subtract the 9 from negative 23, and I'll get 32. Negative 32. So 4 goes into negative 32. How many times? Negative 8 times, right? So my answer would be B, because my x is 3 and my y is negative 8. Alright? Let me check the answer. Number 5 is B, yes. Alright, let's go to number 6. This is a function, g of x. This is how you represent a function. Alright? For the function, they say this is the function. For the function g defined above, a is a constant. This a is constant. G of 4 is equal to 8, meaning whatever, when you plug in 4 for x, right? When you plug in 4 of 4 for x, 4 squared is 16, 16, and then times a plus 24, you get 8. G of x becomes 8. What is the value of g of negative 4? So what happens when you substitute negative 4 here? Well, 4 squared is 16, and negative 4 squared is 16 as well. So remember, my negative 4, this negative sign is also included in the x, because my entire x is negative 4. So when a negative number is squared, you just get a positive value, which is 16. So no matter what I square, 4 or negative 4, I get 16. Then it's the same value. So it's basically 16a plus 24, 16a plus 24. So since they're both equal to each other, then the answer should be 8, which is A. So this question in SHST, you should spend like what? If you know the trick of this, negative numbers being squared and positive number being squared, they're the same value, then you should be able to answer this question in like less than 5 seconds. Alright, so let's move on to number 7. If x is greater than 3, which of the following is equivalent? Well, you're given an expression and you're given another expression. So which one of them is equal to this? Well, okay. So this is a trick you should know, is whenever you see like a lot of fraction, this is what happens. You have 1 over 1 plus x plus 2, and then plus 1 over x plus 3. Alright. Well, let's look at the denominator here. If I had 1 over something and 1 over something, that's something and something I'm adding here. So that something and something will need a common denominator. And the only way to get common denominator is multiplying this and this together, which is x plus 2 times x plus 3. Now, I can multiply the bottom here by this and the top by this. So I can multiply basically the whole fraction 1 over x plus 2 plus 1 over x plus 3 by this fraction of x plus 2, x plus 3. Top and bottom. Basically this is basically 1, okay? X plus 2 times x plus 3 over x plus 2 over x plus 3 is just 1. So I'm basically multiplying this thing by 1 in order to make this expression look better. So what happens is, on the bottom, when I multiply this with this term, this is one term. My x plus 2 and x plus 2 cancel out, so I have x plus 3. Okay? And then I have a plus sign. Because this is getting distributed to the top, and this is being distributed to the top here. Okay? So here my x plus 3 and x plus 3 will cancel out, and I'm left over with x plus 2. And on top, all I have is x plus 2 times x plus 3, and that's basically the answer. Which of them looks like that? Which of the choice looks like that? Number 7. It's choice number B. All right. Choice number B. Because they did the FOIL already. You have to know the FOIL method. X times x is x squared, 2x, and then you have x times 3 is 3x, so that makes it 5x, and 2 times 3 is 6. The whole thing becomes x squared plus 5x plus 6. On top, on the bottom, you have 2x, this x plus this x. Remember, on the top I'm multiplying, and on the bottom I'm adding. 3x plus 2x is plus 5x plus 5. Is that correct? What did I do on the bottom? No. There's no 5x on the bottom. Sorry. X plus x, 2x, 3 plus 2 is 5. Okay? Sorry for the mistakes. Stuff like this happens in SHST when you're doing a lot of math. 57 questions. And we're making simple, stupid mistakes like these. Alright, so the answer is B. Alright, last question is root question. So I have a is equal to 5 square root of 2 and 2a is equal to 2a is equal to square root of 2x. Alright, what's the value of x? What is x? Alright, I get, so when I multiply this a by 2, I get, multiplying both sides by 2a is equal to 10 square root of 2. So 2a is equal to, and if I put this 10 inside the root, basically all I have to do is square this, so that's 100. So square root of 2 times 100. So 2 times x, meaning x has to be 100. Alright, and that's it, guys. I will see you in the next video. I hope this video helped and you can get some more practice. Let me know if you have any questions with a particular question you're doing. You can ask me that question by inboxing me. Alright, thank you. See you in the next video.